The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. All right. What's up, everybody? This is The Shadow People. I'm your host, Nigel Hall, and today we have a very special co-host because Derrick is on location. He ain't on location. He's on vacation.
Vacation, baby.
Well-deserved vacation. He's in the mountains of Mexico City doing something, and good for him. And to take his place today is none other than a very special guest and part of the family. Part of this family here. Please make some noise in your homes, in your cars, wherever you are listening or watching for Anjelika Jelly Joseph, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together. Welcome back to the show. We are so glad to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. I just flew in.
You did? Hello.
Yes, she did.
I know she look. And look, this thing over here, comfortable as shit too.
Go on, I got my Americana look on today.
I know that's right. You go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I hear, because I'm old, but I hear people all the time talking about, "Oh, it's giving, it's giving." It is definitely. If this is what giving is,
thank you, brother.
It's giving. It's giving all the way up.
Yes, so I feel great.
We are very
I know
happy.
I look great, but I feel great.
Yes, she said, "I look good. I feel good. Smell good.
Do smell good."
Hello.
Leave the other one off, huh?
I know that's right. It's so we're so glad to have
Happy
you.
Happy Black American Music Month.
Yes, it's that's
Happy
every month. The fuck?
Say it again.
The fuck?
Say it again.
It is every month.
It is every month. Happy Black American Music Month.
It is. And y'all know it too.
Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put that shit out there.
You ain't wrong. And also happy Juneteenth.
And happy Juneteenth. We had a great Juneteenth episode. We had LBJ in here.
Oh, I love me some LBJ, y'all. Shout out to LBJ.
Yeah,
that's my baby.
Shout out to LBJ for pulling up and coming through and joining us last week or the last episode. It was really cool. It was very, very enlightening on what he's done in this city and for this city.
Right. He has done a lot too.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, he's one of those people that definitely needs their flowers before you know.
Yeah, definitely too, because he's an OG in the broadcasting scene here. Yes. He's been here for 40. He's been doing broadcasting for 40 plus years.
He's like one of the older OG black.
Men, definitely one of the people that we need to see.
Yes,
on
shout
television.
out to LBJ. I love him. I really do.
Yeah, and he was telling all kind of stories how he was going to school with he said he was in band. And she said he was in band with Terrence Blanchard. The teacher told him to take his horn and sell it.
Who was the teacher? Somebody from Rebirth? Who was the teacher?
I don't know who it was, but it was a very, very long time ago.
Wow.
But we also had Father's Day too, and shout to Drew because Drew got kids.
Shout out to the fathers. Shout out to Drew. Yes.
Yeah, we had a good Father's Day. I went to Bangor, Maine, and I spent Father's Day, or basically I spent the whole week up there.
Yeah.
Because we had a run starting in Portland, Maine. So I was like, and this was 2 days after I got back from Indonesia. So I was like,
I've never been to Indonesia. I want to go to Indonesia. You know what's
crazy about Indonesia? It feels just like New Orleans. Like it's but it's just but just people just riding bikes every damn where.
Really?
And you better look it's just like Amsterdam.
Yeah,
you walking out in the street.
You have to know how to walk.
Look where you walking.
You gotta know how to walk.
The question you ask yourself.
You know how to ride a bike, but you gotta really know how to ride a bike.
Yes.
When you are in Amsterdam. I know you know how to ride a bike, right? I know you know how to ride. I know that. But you have to really fucking know how to ride a bike.
You got to know how to ride a bike.
In bike towns, it's like really, really crazy. So I get it.
And the one question you should always ask yourself in those kinds of towns are you standing in the bike lane?
Hello.
Okay.
You're going to die.
Because I have definitely gotten hit before.
You're going to die.
High ass.
Yeah.
In Amsterdam, just walking with a fucking crew with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a slice of cheese.
You know what I'm saying? A slice of a cheese ball or whatever. Pause.
Yeah, but
but yeah. So I went to Maine and I had a great week with my son.
Good.
Who I'm gonna bring up later here in a minute.
Shout out to Neff.
The crazy shit was he gave me this card, and it was like this Father's Day card. First of all, we spent the whole week together, and he's got this big red truck that he just loves, and he keep it clean. And I'm like, you are my child, because I wash my car like
I love it.
once a day. Because I pay for it, so I'm like, fuck it, this bitch gonna be clean. Yeah, oh hell yeah.
You look a car man.
And so, but just seeing, and he got his own place, and just seeing how he lives, and just watching him, and I'm just really proud of him, because I was definitely concerned about his thinking
as you should
pattern.
be, though. I think every father is.
For a little while.
And this new generation, they
Boy,
new.
These YNs.
They are new.
Look, we're going to have the YN episode. Like, we gonna
y'all
have,
got
you
to.
know what I'm saying?
Let me see who we going to invite. We're going to invite some.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
Rasul
YNs.
it's definitely going to be Rasul.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get Morgan Burrs from Butcher Brown, because he's about.
He gives
YN
energy.
He about 4 years older than Rasul. He's still in his 20s, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
He act like one.
Well, yeah, we got to call out all our. We're gonna call all of our younger musician friends and crews, and
we got to teach
y'all
them
come on down
how they get in here.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
But I spent the week with him, and I was just really, really proud of him. And at the end of it, he gave me this card. He was like, he had his present for me, but he kept telling me it was a present. But he was like, don't look in my bag. I'm like, why you keep saying it? Because you want me to look in the bag. See, he crazy. He like when I crash out too.
Yes.
He think that shit is funny.
Yeah, of course it does.
But he gave me this card that said, Dad, you are my hero. And that would have broke me up. I swear to God, I folded like a fucking pretzel. I folded. I folded. Because being a musician and being able to do what we do, we have to sacrifice a lot. It's a lot that needs to be sacrificed in our personal lives in order to go and do that. And that particular day, I was upset because I had to leave, because we were in Portland and I had to leave to go to the next gig. And there was just something inside of me. I'm trying not to start crying.
Cry.
But
yes, Lord.
No, I'm gonna be all right, because I already folded.
Yes.
But there was just a part of me that just was thinking about it. I just felt like I just been leaving him all his life.
Yeah, it could feel like I get it.
And it made me really sad, but it also made me appreciate the time that I do have with him, because that week that we spent together was just really special.
Yes.
And it was just a confirmation of me seeing him as a grown man now, and remembering that I held him when the second he was born. I got to smell. He probably gonna laugh at this, but I smelled his breath for the first time, and I smelt that newness of life. You know what I'm saying? Breath. And it's never. And as a parent,
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm
really trying not to cry. As a parent, it's not something that you forget.
Yeah.
You don't ever forget that. And so I was just really happy to be up there and be in this area. And also, the crazy thing about this particular area was I left home when I was 15, and I went to Bangor, Maine. There's a reason for it. That's a whole nother episode. We'll talk about that.
All right, we're gonna talk about that.
That's a wild ass story.
What made you go up there?
That's a wild story. But I'll tell you about it one day.
Okay.
But it's a place that I learned how I got my feet wet playing music, and learning how to harbor good relationships with people and be professional, and learn how to play music, and learn the good things about it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, this shirt that I'm wearing is
Northern Kingdom Music.
Northern Kingdom Music. Now, this was a music store that I used to go to, and I used to fucking tool. I was 15, 16 years old, and I would go in there and tool around and play on every instrument and never buy nothing. And
Couldn't afford it.
And they used to. I remember. I used to come in that motherfucker, and they used to be like, "Oh Lord, here he come, boy."
I love it though. I love it.
And the crazy thing is now when I walk in there, because I rarely go to Bangor now, but when I do walk in there, it's like the prodigal son returns, you know? And like they're all really, the guys, they still own the fucking place, and they're all really proud. And so I said, let me actually buy something while I'm in.
That's so sweet. What you want, a shirt? Because I got the answers. I done bought a shirt down. I bought a shirt because I wanted to shout about on the podcast.
Did
support.
But
I love that.
But yeah, it was cool. So Father's week, because I ended up having to go on Father's Day, so I had a whole week that I celebrated, and it was really, really good. So,
that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. Yeah. And I love the relationship that you have with your son, because it's so real. You realize that he is coming into his manhood, and you are now handling him like a man. And I think it's beautiful, but also still embracing him and loving him as your son.
Yeah,
and that's beautiful.
Yeah, the relationship I think that we have now is, I mean, it was difficult for a little while because you know he was growing up. Yeah, and you know how we are in our teens. You know what I'm saying?
We know every fucking thing,
shit, huh? You know what I'm saying?
And dummy. I love it. I love it. What you know,
and a lot of the things that I've had to tell or that I've told him over the years, you know, yeah, there've been fights on a lot of things, but now because he's gone through those things, some of them, he sees that it's like, oh, it actually does work this way. Yeah, and I think the way that he comes at me when he now has these questions, because I feel like he need me more now than he's ever needed me.
That is facts.
And I feel like
that's facts.
I feel, especially like being in this world right here. Shit.
This is not the same one, y'all. This is not the same world we had.
It's not the same.
It's not. So, you know, we really gotta make it our business to be there for one another, family, friends, everybody. You have to really, really be there in this time, y'all.
And we gotta really make memories, and like, you know, I'm learning that, you know, all of these years that I spent doing shit, you know, playing and going through all kinds of shit, I'm just realizing that all of the things that I thought that was really important in those times aren't really that important.
The stupidest.
I mean, they are important, but they hold a certain degree of importance.
They are on the
you know
down here on
you know what I'm saying?
On the ladder of importance.
When you get to the scale of your family, who you only get one of, your friends who you can pick, but you know how to choose wisely, and then the older you get, that circle just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Listen, I love blocking people. You hear me?
Oh, you a blocker?
Listen, Andrew
blocker.
Andrew Block. Okay,
are you an Andrew Block? Really?
Yeah, shout to Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. Full Andrew Block. Boy, y'all better check, because if y'all ain't blocked now, you might be on the way.
I'm anti. For real? Huh? You really be blocking like that?
I be blocking like shit,
baby.
Boy, I'm telling you.
You gonna get this
I'm
work.
telling you,
you're gonna see everything that I'm doing.
Listen, you be surprised. Look, I will show you my blocked list, and you will be very surprised.
I can't wait till you see on it. I don't block numbers, and I don't block on social media.
I be blocking.
Because I'm like, yo,
I play football.
Oh, you coming back? You're coming back.
I play football. I'm Lawrence Salem. I'm blocking.
You ain't wrong, baby. You ain't wrong.
Okay, but what's going on with you? What's happening with you? What you got going on?
Well,
come on now.
Okay, so I just came home today from what is this place? Virginia Beach, Virginia. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was with I
spent a lot of time there.
Man, really? Virginia Beach?
Not Virginia Beach, but Richmond.
Oh yeah. But Virginia Beach is really, really nice, y'all. I had a great time. We had a performance to do at their Pride celebration. Okay. And I performed with Big Freedia out there. So shout out to Big Freedia.
Shout out to Big Freedia. We hopefully we have Big Freedia on the podcast.
If you want free on the podcast,
Ted, where you at?
Ted. If you want free, we gonna work that out. But I had an amazing time with them at Virginia Pride, and so I'm just coming back today. I'm home for like 2 days. Then I'm going to France.
Come on, world traveler. Come on, passport.
Galactic. Thank you.
Okay, passport.
Some stamps. But
stamps.
This time is really, really special for me because I'm gonna take my mom, who has not ever been overseas, y'all.
That's so.
So
dope.
I was like, you know what? This is. Yeah, I was like, you know.
And you ain't got to work.
I mean, I gotta work. Like maybe one day. Okay. But all the other days, it's like, you know.
How long you gonna be over there?
Like 4 days.
Okay. That's dope.
But
what part of France?
We're going to Fountain Blue. I'll be out there with Galactic. We're performing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is that like that building on Tulane in Carrollton?
It's nothing like that building on Tulane in Carrollton.
Just in France.
It's nothing like it. Nothing. But yeah, I mean, you know, just doing the do, enjoying, you know, what we do. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man, as I'm getting older, I'm just starting to appreciate it more and more. Yeah. You know, I'm also working on a project of my own now, and I'm just
They called me.
So first of all, I'm not done.
First of all,
I'm just starting.
Okay, but
I still got buku time to call you.
Let me know.
I got okay. Well, I'm letting you know now.
Okay, I know now.
I'm
in front of everybody.
In front of everybody because we're family. And that's what
what's up, though.
That's what family does
I'm
to you.
very proud of you for that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
very
you so
proud
much.
of you for that because it's time.
But I think it is time, and it's just that, and I know some people can relate when you come from, you know, always singing either in a choir, singing on a praise team, or singing background vocals. It's kind of hard to find your voice in a sense. Like what do you, like who are you? You know what I mean? But I feel like every project and everything that we kind of do, it kind of is us. So that's why we're a part of it. So I'm kind of that's my approach for this album, for this body of work. I feel like, you know, I'm gonna pull a little bit from everybody who I've worked with. I want to work with them on these projects as well, and that's kind of what I want. So
I think
I'm gonna call you anyway. Yeah,
you better. I'm over here talking shit. No, but I really think that projects. It's funny you mentioned that too, because I really feel like projects are. I tell everybody all the time that whenever you're working on your own music, you need to pull from all of the things that make you who you are.
Yeah, man.
Because the reality of the situation is this. Those records and that music and those recordings and all of those things are going to live longer than we do.
Yes, it will.
And
timeless.
And they timeless. And that's why I always talk about you got to be careful of the things that you say and the things that you put out. That's because we individually, the artists, grow every second. And we change every second. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So those core and key values that we have as people that we want to teach to others that are listening to help change the world need to be as authentic as the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. And with that much emphasis, my brother.
Exactly.
As the fuck.
As the fuck.
You know
Straight
what I'm saying?
Up. Like when I recorded Spiritual, a lot of people was like, hey man, you was cussing too much on that record. And I'm like, that's my fucking record.
Guess what?
And I'm cussing now.
The reason the reason why I enjoyed that record so much because I felt like, yeah, you was cussing because hey, bro, sometimes you gotta cuss. Sometimes that's the way that people are gonna understand.
Those are the best words to
sometimes you're gonna cuss. Like sometimes you gotta really curse. Yeah. And be like, bitch, you know.
But there's still exactly.
And you hear so many of those on that record. I really love that one as well.
Yeah, I was also going through some shit in that record. But that's my point. Is that if that's what's going. Whether you try to hide that or not, it's still going to show.
Out. Yeah, it's going to.
You know what I'm saying? And you can lie to everybody.
Yeah.
All you want, but you can't lie to yourself, and because you were the one that was there. How we feel about this? I can
so this. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could. That's how we rocking up in here.
That's what we doing today for you.
All right, I'm about to smoke.
Derrick gonna be mad as shit.
Oh, Derrick is about to.
No, he gonna cut it. It's all right.
He does his shoots at 10 a.m. and stuff.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
it's nighttime because you know the nighttime. Yes, it's
I'm
the
making
right
an exception. This is my bedtime. I'm out here hanging out. It's all right though. I love it.
Right.
No, it's all good.
So my brother done turned into my own. See, and I love that for you. And I love that for you. I sure do. You are a mature man.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I love that. Right. I love that, baby.
But yeah, we gonna take a short pause for the calls, and we'll be right back after these messages. And I'm Nigel Hall.
I'm Jelly Joseph.
And this is the special edition of the Shadow People. We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah. All right. Segment one. So there you go. Yeah. So we're back on the Shadow People. Can you handle that for me? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You mentioned that I was an unk. I want to address that. Come on, and not in a bad way.
Because I said it. Don't check me.
Nah. But look, I've actually entered full unk status.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Because I go bowling every other day now. Now I'm a bowler.
See, I
always was, but like I'm getting back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting back into the swing of it.
Yeah.
I always liked it when I was a kid, and so I went out and I bought 2 balls. Pause. And I've been going every day. And like yesterday, I rolled the game of my life. Well, like in 10 games. So
what's the weight that you buy?
I got the 15.
15 pounds?
15. That's why I'm in here hurting right now.
Lord, you a crazy man.
Well, I know I'm crazy.
I can't go
But
above
you gotta have a ball pause that's fucking big enough. Pause. You can't. You know what I realized?
You gotta throw a fucking in there too.
Bowling.
That's because let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. Let's nip this in the bud right now. You're a grown motherfucking man. You understand me, baby?
I know, but it's
y'all
fun.
Can say the
It's
word
fun
balls.
for me. It's fun for me to say pause after that.
Y'all can say balls when I'm saying pause.
It's a challenge, but yeah.
It's almost like the fact that you said fucking balls made it worse than just saying balls.
Dumb man thing too.
No,
I love y'all. I don't want to get canceled.
It's dumb, but I think it's cool. It's funny. It's funny for right now. I don't mean no harm.
All right. We love it. Anyway.
But nah, I had a day yesterday. I rolled 10 games. Yeah, 10. That's my fucking problem now.
You a grown up.
10 games. I'm in there. Look, noontime.
Oh yeah.
Look, me and the old people.
Yes, they got gloves on. I love it.
They got
you
gloves.
bowling with the people with the gloves.
Yeah, exactly. And so I go in there and I roll 10 games and I roll 2 190s. And look, if you roll 100, that's a good day.
Yeah.
You know, if you in your 8th frame and you got like a 54, then there's a deeper conversation you need to have.
That's all right.
But I had 2 190s. I think I had I don't know. 4 games over 150. Like this. Okay, so anyway, I got you. You understand what I'm saying?
Ooh, this
you
some old shit right here.
Yeah, this some old, you know,
mature.
Yeah. But so I went today. Oh man, I rolled like a sucker, and I feel like it has affected my whole day. So now back to Rasul So what I do is I post about my games because I want to get better. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of doing it. Is I want to get good.
All right.
You know, and
I am high as hell.
You understand? And so am I.
You understand me?
And so am I.
All right.
And you see, but see, we wanted to create an atmosphere that was.
Let me tell you, and because my baby said this earlier, right? I posted on my Facebook, maybe like a week ago or sometime, that I didn't even know about what I'm about to talk about, right? I didn't know about this.
That was
yet.
a great transition, by the way. You got it, baby.
No,
come on, co-host. No, you got this. Go ahead. Come on, finish what you're saying. I didn't mean to cut you off. You go ahead.
I posted about, a lot of the weed in the city being bonk. Because, I get my weed up the streets. Just like everybody else. Just like everybody else.
Okay. All
so
right.
I was getting my weed off the street. So, but to me, everybody had the same shit, or it just wasn't hitting. So I posted on Facebook on purpose. I said, man, I'm so sick of smoking all this hamster grass. What a fire.
Shots fired.
Right? And I fired the fuck out of them. I did. Because I'm serious. I feel like I don't know who bought the last batch in from wherever they bought it from.
It's the rejects from the other states.
Come on. Come on, talk about it. Because I'm like, something ain't right. This been the same tasting weed for the last few months. And I don't care who I get it from. It's been the same shit. And I be needing a variety.
We need a variety.
Yeah, so a friend put me on.
Oh, okay.
The place. We got a dispensary over here on.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
And
I went and got me a little medical license. Yes, I did.
Hello.
Yes, I did.
Now, how much was that cost?
That
money
was free. Because I'm one of them people. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't got in trouble. I done got in trouble a couple times in life.
This nigga, man.
I done got in trouble, so I'm like, I'm tired of them fucking with me, and this helps me.
Yeah,
this is my medicine, so I wanted to do that. I need to do this. But shout out to that place. I think it's called Nola Cannabis.
Nola Cannabis,
and they set me up with a I actually got the license at a NOLA Secret Sesh.
Okay.
Which is like this event that is held in New Orleans at certain places. Okay. Shout out to Icy Girl and Poppy, but they put on this event. And it's called NOLA Secret Sesh.
Does this happen at the same place, or do it happen at other places? This is a different place,
right?
Okay.
So it happens. Right. NOLA Secret Sesh happens all kind of different places.
Okay, that was
right. I'm sorry, my brother. So this happens all kind of different places, and it's like a whole bunch of vendors selling their weed and stuff. It's very nice. And they had this particular day. They had a guy who was giving us signing us up to get medical licenses, and I was like, "Oh, this looks easy." He was like, "Oh, and it's free." Free. I'm doing it.
Look, I can afford that.
I've never turned down anything free.
I know that's right.
I mean, all right, whatever. But, so.
Only on Jam Cruise.
Daddy Able, ladies and gentlemen.
Daddy Able.
But anyway, I said all that to say
the period.
That's some good weed. And shout out to NOLA Cannabis. And if you're in New Orleans, if you live in the New Orleans area.
Is that what we just smoked?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Come on. Everyone in here had a prescription to do so.
Yeah, I did.
In the state of Louisiana. And I just like to put that on record.
Period. We're not just doing it.
See? That's all you need to say is to see. All right.
And also my business.
All right, yeah, for real, straight up. That's
you know
well,
what
that's
the old
good to
name
know.
of that place used to be? It just changed its name. It used to be called the HW Dispensary.
Oh
HW.
shit.
HW.
See?
The HW.
See. I'll explain what that is to you later. I want to ask you something though, real quick. You was talking about finding your own voice, right? And I know that we all, because we're different artists, and because you and I are like-minded about certain things, but like we all have a different way of doing that. And my question to you was, if it's not too personal to talk about, but what was your path in finding the voice that you have now? Because I feel, and the reason I frame the question that way is because I feel like, ooh, that weed hitting, boy. I feel. Look, come on. I feel like we as artists and as artists, will always be finding something.
Right.
We're not just here. We're going to continue to move forward.
Yes.
So, what were some of the things, if not all, a part of your what was your process in getting to where you are now?
I don't know if I could really, explain it in depth, like in one day, because there was so many different things for me. But
just some of the important.
I just feel like
what was the pivotal moments where you were like, I need to do this, like needing to do it, like this shit feels good.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Every time I've done it, I felt like that. So I've never had a type of situation. I feel like I've grown, into certain things and wanting and naturally just wanting more, for myself and just being, one of those musicians that wants more. But I've never had one of those, this is it. Like, I'm gonna, I've been inspired by so many different things though, and so many different situations, but I don't think I've really had a little aha moment yet. Let me say it like that. Yet.
Yeah. Because it's coming.
I feel like
if you don't listen, if you ain't had it,
right.
But here's the thing, is I look back on a lot of things that I've realized, and I had my aha moments realizing that, and actually like seeing you can look back and kind of see the path that you took,
right?
And remembered when you made this decision not to do this. Now and
you're like, and that's why.
And then this part of you grew.
Yeah, I got you.
It's some wild shit because I'm into it right now because I'm working on my shit too.
Yeah, we working.
And we working.
I feel like
And I love that.
Motherfuckers always want you to have an answer for everything, and that's all I'm saying.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have a fucking answer.
Sometimes you don't have an answer,
and that's all right because you working through it, you living and you working through it too.
And that's the best, I think, for your artistry, because there's an innocence that never leaves, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I don't.
I mean, yeah,
but I love it. I love it though, and I love to present my gift. I love to use my gift. I love, where I'm going with my gift. I loved how I'm, recently writing more and, trying to work with everybody. I love that about it. It's evolving. It's ever growing because it never stops. And I feel like me as an artist, that's just kind of where I am as well. I'm kind of, I've sung, in bands before, right? I've done all that before, but I feel like now this is my season to actually be an artist. Yeah. I'm a singer. Yeah. But I want to be an artist. Yeah. So it's certain things now that I'm trying to change. Right. About who I am and about, how I'm doing them. So
come on, church. It's church right now.
Yeah.
I'm on the same.
In all things, you must, everything must change. Nothing gonna stay the same.
Because that's the way of time. Huh? Come on, man.
Nothing and no one goes
unchanged. There are not many things.
That's my song.
That
please say that for me though. You can't be sure of,
except.
Right.
Come on now.
You disgusted. That's my song.
I know, that's crazy.
That's my song.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
why you're my favorite.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I love
you're
you
my
so
favorite
much.
too.
And thank y'all for having me today.
You keep big time with me when I call you come out of the studio. That's all right. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I'm with it. And look, I'm with it. That's why that's why I'm enjoying
I big time a lot of people.
This moment.
But you ain't one of the people out in big time.
Enjoying this moment.
Some people gotta get big time. But I've never big timed you.
I know that's right.
And I never will, brother.
I know that's right. Because you world traveler. We both be on that.
That's right. And I'm so proud of you as well.
I appreciate it.
Wait, hold up, because you asked me all of that. But I keep hearing this song, and I don't know why I heard that. It keeps coming up in my Spotify playlist and shit. Mm-hmm. You have a song with this band, Nigel. You got to tell me what the name of the song is. For real, because
I play with a lot of bands. I know.
Wait, hold on. Ooh, you lucky I don't have it right now.
I play with Cleary.
No.
Cartoons.
It's like it was so good too. It's so good.
Tell me one thing about it. I might be able to look it up.
It's Nigel's voice, y'all. I think I even seen it on.
Fucking the Earth Wind.
I think I've even heard it on a commercial.
With Butcher Brown.
All right, it's a band
is
like
it the
this.
DJ Harrison?
For Virginia?
DJ Harrison? Is this okay?
DJ Harrison is in Butcher Brown.
Right, of course.
And we did that Earth, Wind, and Fire record together. All
what's the name
songs.
of it?
It's called The Burning Bush. But we did.
What's this song? Y'all help me.
Yeah,
what's
pull
up
the discography.
Wait a minute. Anyway, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm not finding it, but you're amazing.
I appreciate it. And I thank you for it. Listen, I want to tell you about these songs. Listen, what? Since you here, we hanging out. Yeah. Y'all getting a hangout session right now. But because you was talking about that and talking about you working on your new record, and I can just tell how happy you are from being in a place where you can now finally bring that music out of your head.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it is. It's getting it out of your head. Because once you get it out your head, it's good, and then that way you can put more in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that exudes a certain kind of joy from any human that's able to access that.
True.
I think it's similar to like when women are pregnant and they have like this glow around them, even just before they showing, or if they showing a little bit, they just got this glow, like their skin look different, and like it's a whole nother thing. And that's what we feel.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I don't know what you speaking. Let me tell you something, baby. You can keep that baby at your house.
Hey, look, I'm done raising children. I'm not having no children. The reason I married my wife was because she said she didn't want to have none, and I said I immediately.
I don't want to do that right now. I don't even want to do that.
Okay, well then I'm sorry for using that example.
No, I'm saying like as far as kids, shout out to all the parents because y'all are great people. That ain't for everybody. And I think that it should be okay that it ain't for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
That's all right. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to make that weird. That's why I had to fix it.
Okay, and
that's
I appreciate
why I had to fix it because I didn't want it to be weird.
And I appreciate that.
But shout out to the parents, but
especially
also
the
shout out to the
non-motherfucking
parents. We outside. I'm playing.
No, she not. Y'all. No, you not. No, you not.
I'm outside sometimes when I'm not.
But what I was saying,
sorry.
what I was saying was, I don't even remember now. No, what I was saying was seeing you in that, and like, I'm kind of there right now because I'm working on these 2 records that are very, very personal.
Beautiful.
And I never thought I could be in a place where I could share that information with people about myself. But at the same time, I've never been one to shy away from the fact that I've always worn my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
And anytime I've ever been in front of people with a microphone, I've always said what the fuck I need to say at that particular time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like,
right,
I'm
you're
talking
right.
about like at a gig in front of people. I've had to learn how to refine that and how to say those things. But the music speaks for itself too,
That's right.
and I feel like we are fortunate enough to be able to tap into the thing that makes you feel everything that you're saying. And that's just
I feel like everybody doesn't have that.
And that's the
Everybody
thing.
can't do
is
that.
y'all don't understand a lot of times that artists feel things way different than people who can't access that part of their brain.
Yes.
To feel, and that's not saying that anybody's better. That's just saying that we're different. We need to get with the idea that motherfucker, we are fucking different people.
Yay.
Everybody in this world,
And
every
okay.
individual is fucking different, bro.
We're
Leave
different.
people the fuck alone, bro. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Sometimes I'm sorry, I just had to say that. But y'all motherfuckers get on my fucking nerves, bro. If these motherfuckers ain't feeding you, financing you, or fucking you, you hear me? Leave people the fuck alone, man. I swear to God, I hate the fact. I really feel like the whole world would understand how dope it could be if everybody just mind their fucking business, bro.
That'd be so good.
It would be so good.
It'd be so fire.
And a lot of that comes through my music. So
yay! Come on, I like it.
But I can only really talk about things that I have felt. And things that I feel. And I don't want to be reliant on singing someone else's expression of how they feel, even though I relate to it. Unless, because there is a place for that, unless... Sorry.
That's your fault.
It should have been on Do Not Disturb, and I fucked up. That's what happens when you get high at your fucking podcast.
Y'all, we didn't flip this motherfucker, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Look, we sitting in different seats, all kind of shit.
Daddy, we didn't flip this tonight, baby. This is a night show.
But no, you know what? I like this format.
The night shadow.
We gotta start doing a night show. We gotta start doing a night show.
I know that's right.
It ain't gonna be for everybody.
It ain't gonna be for everybody, just like children.
But
we want to do a live one at one of the clubs around here.
We want to eventually do a live.
I think that'd be pretty fun.
Version.
I really like that, y'all.
And you know what would be cool? Here's the cool thing.
Get the
it's
people
like
to perform
there you go. Is that if we did like a live show and then had the guest and had a musical guest. Like if you like right after this, you already had a couple glasses of wine, you ready to sing, and then you go up and sing with the band, have the band there.
Or even like this. Like you can be, come on, man. You could John Legend this. You can like really Stevie this, right? Like you can say, oh, what would you like to sing? You can Jamie Foxx this, man.
I could.
You can just set up some keys right there, or set up a nice little Rhodes right there.
Yeah.
And you just
I could sit in.
And you can
I could fully sit in with the band.
You are one of the most amazing singers, male singers that I have ever heard in my life, Nigel. And I just love when you sing, and I love when you play. And of course, I love when you do both.
I really appreciate you.
You would have to be in on the shit, brother.
Right, of course.
You would have to be in on the shit.
I would do that if you asked me to do it.
Okay. So we're gonna set that up, y'all. We're gonna do it like a little. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So make sure you stick around for that. We're gonna take another pause for the calls, and we'll come back with the news with Danny Abel. We'll be right.
I can't wait. Danny Abel, Danica.
Man.
Wow. We are ripped.
Who's having more fun? I said Derrick on vacation.
All right, we're back, Shadow people. We are very, very glad to have our guest. I love when she come around. Give it up for Jelly, who has come and hung out with us. I'm telling you,
we love it.
Every time she comes around, there's just so much giggling, and I think it's hilarious, and I love it, and it's just a beautiful feeling to have you here with us and have us back here, family. Man. Yeah, for sure,
and chilling.
So the song that she was talking about was the song that came out with my man Cartoons. Shout out to my man Cartoons. We did a song together called Groceries, and the song is about providing groceries to your family.
Like actual groceries?
Actual groceries.
Beautiful.
And I love the concept because I like to go and get groceries. I can sing about that.
It was beautiful.
Who's singing about going to get groceries?
You did more than sing about it, though. You fucking sung about it. Like, that shit, that's a great song, brother. Like, your voice, I feel like you was talking about something.
I was talking about something.
I don't even care what it is, which I'm so glad you just told me that it's about buying actual groceries because you just really sung that song.
The concept of the song is just about providing and being a provider. And honestly, at the time, I probably wasn't doing the best job at being the best I can.
Hallelujah.
Because might have been being the worst I could be.
It's okay.
But it's cool because that's what I'm talking about is finding the moments in your life and still being able to draw from it, allowing yourself to just be open and draw from it so that it can help to shape and define who you become. Exactly. Ooh, my God.
Shot time.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
That's good.
But I appreciate that. And when when someone who I respect from you, because I don't really like singers, but
that song is so good, man. And when I heard it, I didn't even know it was you at first, Nigel. I just kept saying, who the fuck is that singer on that song? It was just so. I was like, oh hell no! Who the fuck is that? He's singing and he don't care. He don't even care. He like.
Surprise.
I'm so shocked, but I'm not shocked, as a matter of fact. But I love that song. Please go and run that song up, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That song
it's such
up.
a good song.
Run that song up. But yeah, that's a dope song. So we got Danny. It's hard. It's getting. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better.
It's so good.
It's good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Danny Abel here with the news.
Over here, I'm off camera now.
He's off camera
died.
now because his camera died. I think, but it's okay.
Oh, Danny's camera died.
That's all right.
Camera shoot.
That's all right.
Go bring him the camera.
It's fine. People know I'm here.
People know that
bring
he's
my baby
here.
the camera. That's right.
Piping a picture of me.
Yeah.
There we
Marcus,
go.
Marcus,
Watch it.
that
Watch
camera,
it now.
baby.
Watch it.
Bring my baby that
Yo,
camera.
give it up for Marcus. He's also off camera.
That's one of my best friends, y'all.
Yeah, make some noise for brother Marcus who is helping us out. It's an unpaid intern. I want to make sure that there's record of that.
Shot. Is that
I don't gotta pay him.
Is that a decent shot right there?
I would make sure there's record of that. Yeah, that's a great shot. That's perfect. Check you out.
That's so perfect.
Danny,
look at you.
Framing myself without even looking at the shot.
See what I'm saying? That's what we do. We're a real organization here. We deal with you. We don't know what we're doing.
Soon enough, we'll be able to afford the Zoom membership or whatever it's called.
Hey,
soon enough.
The Zoom subscription.
Maybe we can get that sponsorship from Nola Cannabis.
I think if you play a gig in Jefferson Parish,
that could be cool
hour,
too.
You can get
That'd be cool. Shout out to Nola Cannabis again.
Yeah, because that weed was killing. So yeah,
that weed was
Danny,
killing.
So anyway,
what's going on in the world today? Let's talk about it.
So travel. How about travel these days?
Hey, travel. Like we can't wait.
So today I had a really long travel day, but it got me thinking about me and Jelly both had the worst travel day I think anyone's ever had in the history of travel. I mean, other than like back in the day, like there's been worse travel than what we went through. Okay.
We've been through some shit.
Oh no, that's right.
In the last 5 years, it was about the worst travel day anyone's had.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I know it well.
Coming back from Dubai, we flew from Dubai to Boston, which is like at least 14 hours.
Already.
Then we had like a 6-hour layover in Boston. then we're flying back to New Orleans and we're coming in for a landing. Like we're over Lake Pontchartrain coming down. And I fell asleep, you know, and it like the screen said like 2 minutes to landing. And I fall asleep. I wake up. It says 2 hours till landing. And I could feel the plane going back up. And I was like, what is this? And it was before they had installed the fog lights at MSY. So like MSY was 3 years old, so they still hadn't figured out they need fog lights. You know, the same way they didn't build an exit, they hadn't figured out they need fog lights. And they diverted us to Houston, Texas. And I'd say like after about 40 hours of travel, we ended up in Houston.
40?
At least, I mean, because it was like 14. It was like at least 14 to Boston, 6 hour layover. That puts us at 20. I guess no. So maybe we're at like 25 hours of travel. But anyway, we get to Houston.
That's still a long motherfucking time.
Same thing to me.
And then we get to Houston at 1:30 in the morning. They can't get us a hotel. They can't
so
get us a flight back to New Orleans.
Baby.
Nothing. So we found another band. There's a band, The Suffers.
Shout out to The Suffers.
The Suffers that Meredith is friends with.
The Suffers.
The Suffers. A band from Houston.
Sufferers.
Yes.
Suffers.
Thank you for saying
So this
Not
was a common
sufferers.
theme of the trip.
Suffers.
Suffering.
Oh, yeah.
Just Suffers. Yeah.
Okay. Shout to them.
But they lent us their tour van, and then we drove back
we
to New
drove
Orleans and got
home.
back, I don't know, like 10, 11 a.m.
It was some shit.
It was probably the worst day of travel ever.
Yeah, that I've ever experienced.
Wee.
So yeah, you're right. Horrible days of travel.
I feel like you often like get sent around a bay to not take the ferry to save $60, but
Yeah.
then it costs you a day and a half.
This one was just bad luck. This one was just bad luck. That's all it was. It was just bad luck.
Yeah, it was just a bad
It was bad luck.
I've definitely-
We kept ourselves awake making up crazy songs.
We sure
in the
did.
band.
I was fucking delirious. You
Yeah.
understand
I
me?
know y'all had some fun.
Oh, Lord. We've had some, man. That's the thing about the road, though. That's what you can't take away from road life.
Yeah, that's true.
Like getting to know people on a totally different level than what the fuck you thought you knew them. You know? Like
very true.
becoming closer with people, meeting new people, just seeing new places with your fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know, like not with your phone.
Even if
like
you've been,
seeing
yeah,
it.
exactly. Even if you've been somewhere.
Yeah, even if you've been there, like this is.
Yeah. It's,
You know-
you're going to always see something different because there again, there's a different person that's there again.
And that's what I'm saying about, you know, just appreciating it a little bit more as I've gotten older in it, because it's like, you know, I'm putting my eyes on this right now, you know, because you never know what the fuck you're gonna be seeing.
Exactly. For
Or
real.
you know,
or
you
how
don't know-
long
you
you
don't
going
know,
to be
or
seeing
how long
it.
you're gonna be seeing it. You never
Okay.
know nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, I just I'm learning to live in the moment and not take anything for granted. I'm talking about nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. You know.
And speaking of flying, fuck that shit right now.
You just came back from Indonesia, huh?
Yeah, I did just come back from India.
Similar flight, though.
Nothing. Fuck that.
Hey
You're not wrong,
yo.
baby. You're not wrong.
Hey yo, I'm just I was always, I got to be honest about something. I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all right now. I have
this is getting
always
good.
I've been flying. I've been in a fucking plane for 25 years.
Righteous.
Okay, not righteous. I am petrified of flying. Okay, every time. But I have trained myself in all of this time to go to sleep immediately on the plane. As soon as I sit down. I remember Jamie and I, one of the first trips we had when we first got together, and I was like, "Oh, come somewhere with me." She's like, "Oh shit, he can fly me." All right, we fly,
flew
right?
right.
And look, we get on the plane, and she think
ain't
we
wrong.
gonna have this lovey-dovey all on the plane, and all excited. I get it.
Yeah, girl.
I mean,
Oh,
mouth
sorry.
open.
Sorry,
mouth
Gigi.
open. And
Yes.
she was just like, "Oh,
You ain't wrong.
man."
I
And
think
yeah,
that's everybody though. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I think that everybody feels that little thing. You know, every time you get on the plane, you feel that little thing. Just
Every
a little bit.
single
It's not even huge.
what if?
It's like that little what if. It's like, you know, I'm on this plane, right? All right. I don't think anything's gonna happen. No, it's not.
Right,
But what if it does?
But here's
You
the
know,
thing too.
you never
is
know.
that if you get on the plane, you've already given up.
You surrender.
You know what I'm saying?
But what about this?
You've already
You've
thrown the
already
towel.
given
You've
up.
already done that.
But what about this dude that just survived?
You already-
Let me ask you something. If
That's not gonna happen,
If
Danny.
the plane,
Yes.
and I don't want to be talking about this because but I'm just saying, if something were to happen, do you think you gonna get up from 14B and fly the plane and get it back where it's supposed to go and get all the things stopped? Beep, 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 unless you'd been.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you're like the dude who was on that plane in India and like he was in 11A or whatever it was. And there's video of him. He
11A or nothing.
What, that's the scene now.
He's about to put a premium on that seat.
He did that. Sorry.
That dude got out of the plane and there's video of him walking down the street. Like he was right next to the exit door and it crashed.
He just opened the door.
He opened the door and jumped out and walked out of the plane and just walked down the street. That's crazy.
Look, he said, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I said, ooh,
that shit is crazy. I cannot believe that.
That's amazing. Look, that's amazing.
What'd you say? What was the name? What?
I don't play
11A.
I think it was some exit, whatever the exit row. You know,
I literally.
But I think it was.
That is it.
It was definitely a window seat. It's
exit row. That's okay. Exit row. Then I'm exit row McGee.
But it's so crazy. And then there's an interview of him. There's an interview of him online. Mm-hmm. Wherever he is in the hospital bed, like traumatized, and they just shove a microphone in his face, and they're like, "What was it like?" They're like, "Tell us about the dead people."
Yo, man, reporters are fucking. They're just like not. Sometimes they're just not human.
We live in social media.
We live in a completely different world, and that's why I even brought the flying shit up, is because like this is like. A lot of what we talked about in the last time that you were here about people being in your space and people not respecting just common decency.
Yeah, you're right.
Amongst fucking humanity. And I feel like that it always happens. The place that I notice it the most is the airport. Because I wish you would get loud and say something. Because here come TSA. You know what I'm saying?
What's the issue? What's the problem?
Yeah, exactly. And that and I just and then to give up control of your life for upwards of 24. I have to fly to fucking Australia soon. Now you realize how long that flight is? That's a whole ass day on a plane. That is 24 hours, and I have to give up my. So you're gonna get me all uneasy, and you know what I'm saying? People just cutting you off because you obviously ain't trying to get on the same fucking flight too. You know what I'm saying? Rasul gonna love this episode because he love when I crash out. But no, I'm just saying, like I just and then this is kind of serious. And then with all of the shit that's going on right now, you know, in the world and just how it's affecting people. That's the other thing is like we can't like you have to try to remember that you're not the only one going through something. This is therapy talking right now. Mm-hmm. But you have to always I'm not speaking for nobody but myself.
That's right.
I have to remember that sometimes. And that's very difficult to remember when it seems like people don't give a fuck. It's a song that I wrote. It's a song that I wrote that the last line is, it doesn't feel like much of a game when all you do is lose. So it's like we are all here and we're all trying to get to the same place. And I'm just speaking still of flying, but I mean also this is, you know, we on some deep shit. But
y'all always feel high now.
No, but but what I'm saying is it represents how we need to treat each other in the world. And I'm probably on this right now is because I'm working on some shit at home that's really focusing on that. Nice. And I just see a lot of shit, and I was listening to a podcast, and they was just talking about just how much hate, just like you pick up your phone, because we're all guilty of it. We all get up first thing in the morning, pick your phone up, and you start scrolling. Mm-hmm. And me, I'm on Marketplace looking for bowling shit.
Come on, Uncle.
But we all do the scrolling and shit like that, man. And I'm like, and it's fucking terrible, the shit that is getting fed to us every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's and what then, it's gonna be though. And then the thing
that I'm petrified about, like with flying and shit, and then you see that, and then you know, because I be following some wild shit, some conspiracy theory shit. I be wilding out, man.
Trying to put this off.
Man, you can't. Yeah, man, you gotta cut this shit off, man. Make a phone call or something.
See, they gotta cut it off.
Put Judge Mathis on.
Yeah, put on something that's gonna balance this out.
Before we get out of here, do you have anything that you want to promote? I know you say you're working on a new record. You got anything coming out soon or what?
Not as of just follow me.
You still working? Yeah,
yes, I'm still working. Just follow me, especially on Instagram at Get You Some Jelly, GETCHA.
Everybody get some. Everybody get you some. She's like, child, I'm tired of giving people shit.
I am. I'm tired, but I keep giving me some.
Yeah.
And also on Instagram at GETCHASUM Jelly.
We gonna put it on the bottom too.
GETCHASUM Jelly.
Yep.
Because they can know how to spell, but I spell it very, I spell it a little bit different.
There you go.
But follow me. Let's have fun, y'all. I don't treat social media like other people should treat social media.
Thank you.
I'm very sometimey on social media, but I like to have fun on it. I think it's not real for me, so I like to crack jokes.
Yeah.
So
you see me cracking jokes like a motherfucker, boy.
If you follow me, I'm cracking jokes.
I be laughing like shit.
And I will tell you when I have a show. But for the most part, I be cracking jokes.
I mean, you need to just take over the.
And also follow me on Facebook as well. It's under my government name, Anjelika, ANJELIKA. J and a K instead of a G and a C. Joseph, JOSEPH. Follow me on Facebook as well, and keep in touch.
Yeah.
Keep in touch, y'all. Because I got things coming. I'm doing things, but I think y'all do know. You do know.
They
too.
know.
You do know too.
I know.
So
if you
all right, y'all.
know,
stop trying to say everything and just do everything. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in touch with me and follow me on this journey. Be with me on this journey, and pray for me and sing your love, sing your light. Thank you.
I'm always praying for you, and you know what? You are high as shit.
I am. Because I love the Lord, and I go to talk about the Lord when I'm high, baby. Yes, right. Because I love Him.
Yes, we do. For the Bible tells us so.
That's right.
We want to thank y'all for coming to the show and checking us out.
I love you so much.
And check out shadowpeoplepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe to all of our social media. We are on Amazon, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Castbox, and Spotify.
The TikTok's going off.
And TikTok is going off right now.
On TikTok.
If y'all can believe it, I fucking opened up a TikTok account
It's just
today.
so many accounts. There's so many things, y'all.
So much everything.
They already had all your info.
You talking about you
They
own?
already know.
You talking about you own?
You order off Temu. You already signed up for TikTok.
I'm like, baby, I don't even want to do it.
I know.
I see y'all when I see y'all. But
look, you got to get along to get along, as they say. So
you're right though, brother. We
love y'all. We out of here. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Happy Black Music Month.
That's right. All the time.
Woo! All right.
Thank you, Jesus. That was a holding on for dear life, motherfucker. Oh shit.
I was like, you got TikTok. You already have it.